Alright, so welcome guys to another video, and today we're gonna check another TFZ. This is the TFZ My Love 4. So compared to the TFZ My Love 3, this is a bit more expensive at around $90 here compared to the $50 of the My Love 3. And as I have seen from the TFZ My Love 3, they updated the tuning to a bit more of a 2021 tuning. So are we gonna see something like that here as well? And will this beat maybe the Moondrop Arias of the world? We're gonna find out in this video. Of course, big thanks to NFAudio for sending this over. Links down below for their shop. You have the fragrant scyther, My Love 4 as well. And yeah, not a lot in the box actually, and very minimalist in design. So this is actually a different packaging compared to what I have seen from other TFZs before. Before with other TFZs, it's kind of like a long packaging, and sometimes you can see the IM itself from the get-go. Right, so opening it up. So this is going to be our unboxing experience. And you actually have a case from the get-go. So the IM itself is not that seen from the unboxing experience. You're getting that similar pouch than what you get with other TFZs as well. Alright, so this is the My Love 4, and yeah, this is definitely different compared to other TFZs that I have seen. It's a bit more rounded in design. Actually, this reminds me of maybe more of NFAudio's design in a way. This reminds me of the NT2 plus in the design. So you're getting that rounded sides, see-through design here as well, and you're getting that big love there. So whether you like that or not, of course, that will be up to you. It has that bling as well. So on this is definitely the most upfront design that I have seen from TFZ yet. You're getting that even bling at the side. Yeah, I do think, like, for me, the love might be a bit too big for me here, so that kind of doesn't fall to my preference. In terms of the shape on the ear, this is very TFZ, similar to the TFZ T2 S2s of the world, so this will fit fine. So very safe shape here. It's not that big as well. You're getting the preform ear hooks. Actually, the cable feels nice on this overall. So it's a kind of a silky cable overall, so definitely fits the aesthetic of the the blingy design of the love. So yeah, I would say, so the build quality, I would say very nice here. Metal in the side as well, and this is actually anodized aluminum, guys. So it's kind of matte aluminum, so yeah, feels really good in the hand here. So definitely for the build quality, very TFZ. Actually might not change the cables anymore on this, so it's already pretty cool for me. So let's put this on the ear. All right, so we are now wearing it on the ear, and it's a very TFZ IM on the ear. So definitely it has that bling of that love, and then big logo at the side. You have that metal sides as well, so definitely kind of flashy, and also white cable. So definitely looks more flashy compared to your usual IMs. So it will be up to you if you like that or not, but I would say the colors of the side is kind of like apple color in a way, so it has that maybe anodized aluminum color, so it will be up to you for that. But it's quite breathable on the ear, very much like the TFZ T2, so I can listen to this for a long listening session. It doesn't have some fins, so it's not gonna be as stable as your IMs with fins, but still pretty stable overall, because this does have some ear hooks, and the ear hooks here are quite snug to listen to, so this won't fall off your ear for sure. So very safe shape here overall. All right, so let's have our first listen in these. So we are running it with the Cavalli Tube Hybrid with a Grease S DAC. All right, so we're listening to some I Shot the Sheriff, Eric Clapton. So firstly, what I noticed here is, in terms of the TFZ comparison, this does remind me a lot of the TFZ S2. So I would say the sound stage for me here is quite big. So it's kind of a boxy stage as well, and for a dynamic driver, the separation is quite good because of that bigger sound stage. Quite a lively presentation, and also on top here, it has a lot of extension on top, a lot of sizzle on top. So this is a very lively presentation with a lot of top end here. So this might be one of the bigger improvements over the TFZ My Love 3. I would say the top end has more air there, has more extension on top, and it gives you more detail in a sense because the top end is a bit more extended there. So for treble lovers, this might be something that's right down your alley. Let's try some Let's Groove, Earth, Wind, and Fire. So listening to Let's Groove, Earth, Wind, and Fire, again, what really hit me here is the extension on top. It has that shimmer on top here, and very similar to maybe the TFZ S2 in a way. So this is not a TFZ T2 kind of tuning. So I am seeing maybe some 8K, 10K elevation here on top, So the extension is definitely right up there. Also, maybe this reminds me of the TZ01 as well in a way. Lively with a lot of extension on top here. In terms of the male vocals and female vocals, it's definitely recessed in the mix, but again, quite lively in the overall presentation. So this might have some shoutiness for some people, so it's not aggressive to listen to. But for me, it's not that bad for me overall. Maybe some hint of shout there. So if you're into more of a lively sound, this might fall right down your alley. Let's try some 24K Magic Bruno Mars. 24K Magic Bruno Mars. What actually surprised me here is the bass is still quite controlled in the mix. So, compared to other TFZs, this might be one of the more controlled basses that I have listened to. So I would say this is not something for bass heads. So definitely the key highlight for me here is the extension on top here. So the top end is quite prominent in the mix for a TFZ for sure. But still, the bass for me goes quite deep in the mix. It still has that boom in the bass here, but this won't be for bass heads. It was the overall tuning for sure. In terms of the overall presentation, I like how revealing it sounds. Again, quite lively, revealing in the overall presentation. So definitely more of a colored sound, more of a fun type of presentation overall. So actually on the ear, maybe this reminds me of having some BA sound on the ear. So that's that clarity. So it's not your overly smooth type of presentation here. So that's why again the separation is quite good for me of a listen here. So we're listening to some jumping in Joe Satriani, and for guitar tracks this really shines in the mix because of that extension on top here. So the guitar tracks is really lively to listen to and really engaging to listen to. So I can probably see that this can be used for some monitoring as well, because the detail retrieval is there for me, and also the extension on top is there. So this will be nice for monitors. If you're going to monitor some guitars, some musical instruments, this will be right down your alley. So again, much like the TFZ T2, I did a blind test of that with the musician, and that is the favorite that he chose. It's kind of like that here as well, but now compared to the TFZ T2, the bass is more controlled here in this regard. So let's try some female vocals, Ariana Grande, Into You. Alright, so for the female vocals, much like the male vocals, definitely recessed in the mix. So maybe this is one downside of this compared to maybe other IEMs, maybe compared to your usual Moondrops. So the positioning is maybe 3 dB, less than what I would like. And the vocals for me is also not the thickest, vocals that I have listened to. So definitely this won't be for vocal heads, I would say. Definitely for those who like clarity on top, that extension, and also the liveliness of the overall listen, this might be something that's right down your alley. Here in Afterlife Avenged Sevenfold, what's really interesting here is the separation of the instruments. So again, compared to other dynamic drivers, it's quite tight in the presentation here. So definitely that's really interesting for a dynamic driver overall. So the separation is still quite good. It gives you that maybe similarities of a BA presentation, but still this is more in the dynamic driver side. Alright, so looking at the signature of the TFZ My Love 4, so it's actually surprisingly close to the MS2. So definitely it's more in the brighter side of things. Also reminds me of the NFAudio NA2 pluses as well. So definitely different tuning compared to other TFZs here. So looking at from the bass region, you're getting that slight rise to around 400 hertz to 600 hertz here, and you're getting that dip to around 2 to 3K, which may explain some parts of the vocals. It's a bit recessed in the mix, and then after that it rises up to around 4K with your first peak on top. And actually it's a major peak as well. So the peak is even higher compared to the MS2. And then after that it goes down to around 7K, and then after that it goes up to around 10K. So that's why we are experiencing some shimmer, some extension on top. And then after that it goes down. So you're getting that double horns at the top here. So much like the TFZ My Love 3. You're also getting that here, but compared to the TFZ My Love 3, the bass region here is a bit more toned down. So actually a lot more toned down. So very similar to the MS2 here, as you guys can see, compared to the MS2. So the main difference is, from the bass region, they're really similar, but they change from around 1 to 2K region, where your MS2 goes up higher a bit. And also going to the 5K, your 5K in the TFZ My Love is more elevated in the mix. But yes, this is definitely more of a bright presentation here overall. Alright, next, let's compare it to the NA2 pluses, which is around $120 to $150, a more expensive dynamic driver counterpart here. So as you guys can see, you know, the trend has some similarities. They both have the double horns at the top. They both have, you know, pretty level bass region, or not that much bass region here. But the main difference is in the TFZ, you're getting that slight hump in the mids region around 400 hertz to 800 hertz, and also on top, you're getting that maybe less of that 8K in the TFZ My Love 4. But yeah, it's surprising that you have you know, similarities in tuning, even if you have you know, $50 difference in price. All right, so for the TFZ My Love 4, I'm really liking my listen here. So you know, much like the TFZ T2, this is sort of like that, has that, you know, liveliness in the overall presentation of the TFZ T2, but here you know, lessen the bass, add more clarity on top, and maybe add more micro detail as well in the overall presentation, and that is you know, quite interesting. So for those coming from TFZ T2, if you're looking for a less bassy pair and you still like that TFZ sound, this might be something that you can consider. All right, so that's my take with the TFZ My Love 4, and this is our unboxing of the TFZ My Love 4, and also impressions as well. Of course, if you learned something, leave a like and subscribe for content like this in the future. So actually for TFZs, I'm, you know, surprised with what they're doing. They're updating their you know, branding and also the tuning that they have with their IEMs, but still having that TFZ vibe to it. So I'm seeing for the TFZs, usually you're getting that maybe lively kind of sound, monitor type of sound, and that can please a lot of people. So yeah, for, you know, monitoring, this is definitely right, can be right down your alley. And again, much like our previous video, I will be live on Twitch after this video, so that's what I'm trying out now in this channel. So after this video launches, usually at around 8 p.m. GMT plus 8, I will be live as well in the Twitch channel, so we can talk and maybe, you know, get some questions from you guys and from other IEMs as well. So you know, that's something that I'm trying out, if it's gonna work or not. So let me know also if that's an interesting concept in the Twitch channel. You know, you can see you guys there and we can chat there as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next zpolt review. Goodbye.